Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Graves Beer Reviews today. It looks like we got some beer mail, yeah! This comes from Ruben, and he's out in California. Let's see what he has sent us from all the way out in California, all the way across the country. I've got a note here at the top, and he's telling me about the beers he has sent. Looks like he sent 3 beers, so let's see what we got in here. Alright, the first one, got it in a Ziploc. Nice box. It's got cardboard around all of them, and look, it's made for shipping beers. It's the first time I've seen this particular style of box. Alright, the first one, this is Curly Wolf. 100% barrel aged, brewed and bottled by Barrel House Brewing Company. And this is a maple vanilla imperial stout. They're out of Paso Robles, California. A lot of great breweries out there, guys. There really is. I kicked myself in the butt for not visiting some of those breweries when I was out in California last year, but the couple that was with us, and I've told you this before, they're Miller Lite drinkers, and they weren't interested in visiting any breweries. So if I go back to California, you can bet your ass I'm gonna make time to stop at all these great breweries that I passed up last time because they were in such a damn big hurry. That chaps my ass when I think back of all the great breweries out there that I drove right past on my motorcycle and didn't stop. Won't happen again, I guarantee it. 9.4% alcohol, 58 IBUs. It's got a nice little paragraph here about the beer, and I'll read that when I review it. And it says, enjoy now or cellar cold. I would think this beer would probably keep for quite a while. I'm not seeing any kind of dating stand out, but he has sent me a note saying Curly Wolf Barrel House down the street from Firestone. Hope you like them. So he doesn't have any kind of information as far as dating on it either. Small batch, it says here on it, and there may be something digitized on there, and that writing is very hard to see. But being a 9.4%er, it's not like it's a hop forward beer or an IPA or anything. And like I said, there may be something on it somewhere, so we'll take a closer look when we review it. Would like to see a month and a year so we know what vintage it is, but being a stout, I don't guess it's really super critical because it's going to keep. A 9.4 Imperial Stout, I can't think, unless the maple make that over time, I'm not exactly sure there, guys. But alright, let's get to the next one. It says, the second one here, he has sent me 3. Oh man. That's going to be hard to get that out of there. It's in a box, and the box is exactly the same size as the opening. So let's go to the other side, because I may have to turn the box upside down to get that one out. But it looks like a winner. It is a Firestone Walker Brew in the box. Some of them high dollar beers. Oh, this one is too. It's got the wax on top of it. This is Kawa, K-A-W-E-A-H, Kawa Brewing. This is their FE barrel aged, ale aged in bourbon barrel Russian Imperial Stout, 11.1% alcohol by volume. The legend of Kawa Brewing Company. The foothills of the Sierra Mountain Range around the Kawa River were once inhabited by the Yokuts people. The word Kawa is thought to mean the cry of the raven in the Yokuts language. They believe that if you hear Kawa, then you are blessed. And all those lands were robbed from the Indians that lived all across America before all of us immigrants come over here and took it away and put them on reservations and I mean, we talk about all the illegals coming into the country across the borders and everything, but we come in and just rob those people of their land and stuck them on little reservations. I mean, America ought to be ashamed of what they did to the Indian people. I don't think I have any Indian in me, but I think it was a horrific tragedy the way they did those people. Shot the ones that didn't want to cooperate and hoarded off the rest of them to reservations. So it's sad. It's sad. And now, from what I hear, they're giving away a lot of their lands to the old drilling people and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very sad, sick world we live in, guys, and don't know what else to say about things like that. It says here, he wrote me Cava Brewing Effie Giant Series. Not dated, but spoke to the brewer, and it was brewed in 2015. This is my local brew company, very small, in Tulare, California. Tulare. That's how he's got it in parentheses, how it's pronounced. Tulare. So the E is pronounced on the end of that. Tulare, California. And the last one in here, if I can get it out without tearing the box all to pieces. That. I don't think any of these beers are cheap. I mean, and plus shipping it across the country, it cost him almost $27 to ship these 3 beers out here. Not cheap. Not cheap at all. Very expensive beer mail package. So Ruben, thanks again, brother, for sending it to me. This one is Firestone's 2015 El Dorado Vintage Barrel-Aged Blonde Barley Wine Ale. And he has written on here, he picked it up on the release date. So, we just got a big paragraph on the back of the box here. I am going to sneak a peek at it and see what it looks like. Oh, he's got it in a plastic bag. Good for him. Good for him. I mean, you spend big bucks on this stuff. You don't want it to get broke or anything like that. And those guys that work at the shipping service, and some of those, not all of them, but some of those just don't give a rat's ass. If you've got fragile on the box, I think they try their damnedest to break what's inside of it. I really do. Firestone 2015 El Dorado 2015 Vintage Blonde Barley Wine Ale, 13.2% alcohol by volume. Very nice. And by them putting a 2015 on it, on a 13.2%, that's basically all the information. I'd say that this was probably a done once beer, especially when you see them in the box, and it's got 2015 on the box, and he says he picked it up on the release date. So, wow, very impressive. I'm sure this is going to be an outstanding, I'm sure all 3 of these are probably going to be outstanding beers. So Ruben, you the man. That's a very nice beer mail package. Very impressive looking 3 beers here. All of these are the big bombers, guys, 22 ounces. So I would say that this was an expensive package, including the shipping. Wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't $100 worth of beers very easily, guys. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. So Ruben, thanks again, brother. I do appreciate it. We will get these reviewed. I'll get your name on these and get them chilled down into the fridge. But all three of these are great big beers. So I don't see a reason why any of these couldn't sell her. But I'm not going to. I'm going to review them. Probably not going to be this week or next week, but we'll probably try to get them reviewed within the next month or so, and see what they're bringing to the table. But all 3 of them look pretty impressive. Big beers for a big boy. All right, guys, we're going to get them chilled, get a name on them, get them into the fridge, and get them chilled down. Speaking of the fridge, let's go see what's in the fridge today.